Well, it's been really hot here, and it's not been cooling down even at night, and for a well insulated house that means the house is not cooling down, but I'm sure I'll work out a way of making it cool, although at the moment I'm waiting until the battery's full and then I'm putting all the air conditioning on. But you know, air conditioning only cools it, you know, for the time now. It doesn't keep it cool. As you can see, it's still a work in progress, but they have actually moved the drain here, and they've also moved the output from the cistern, and they tell me that it will all join up. Well, tomorrow the man will put the tiles back on the wall, and I am waiting with bated breath to see if the toilet will slide in and be flushable. The plumber and the engineer came over 3 days, and they reset the pipes, and they say that it is right now. I am not convinced, but I'm going to try and fit it myself today, and I'm going to do the really risky thing, is I'm going to show you me trying to fix it. Well, fell at the first hurdle. The hole here has not been cut to the top of the pipe coming out of the cistern, and so there is no way I can push the pipe in. I'm rather surprised that they didn't check that when they put the pipe back in. Oh dear. So they're going to have to do something about this on Monday, if they come back on Monday. I will message them now to say, but it needs to be done before I go, otherwise they're not going to be paid. Now, you may wonder why I chose a clementine tree rather than a straight orange. Now, this is a clementine I bought in the supermarket, and obviously won't be as nice as one fresh off the tree, but I'm expecting to get clementines approaching this size, not the tiny little things that we get in the UK. But the best thing about clementines is their easy peel, so you don't need to peel it off in chunks or cut it in half and try and tear the peel off. It just comes off, and that I really like. Well, one thing that the engineer did find when they were here last week was that the reason that the shower is leaking was because the false ceiling was put up, and the screw that was holding the false ceiling actually punctured one of the pipes. He says that means it's a very easy thing to fix. I want to believe him, and I hope that it's a 10-minute fix, and then something that they can do over a couple of days in making the ceiling good. But again, if it's not done, I'm not paying. So let's look at the garden, and where are we now with the garden? Are they dying? Are they doing well? Well, let me show you and we'll talk about it. Well, there's this one that looked really quite brown when I got here, so I opened up the valve and it started to green up again. The bird of paradise plants are looking not that happy, but I have read up and I think I need to get them on a very slow trickle because they really like being dry and then having a really good soaking, and I can't do that. But if I do a very small trickle, then that is stopping the roots from getting waterlogged, and I think that is a problem. The hibiscus are doing really well, but they are being attacked by the aphids. And this little plant, I don't know what it is, but it seems very happy. This one, I'm not sure, I'm going to have to look that one up. The oleanders, they seem okay, but I think I might have to do a bit more thinking about that. And there's another one of these purple plants, and here is the other bird of paradise. This little flower, and I think this might be a rock rose, this looks really happy. This one looks reasonable. But this, look at this. Oh, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 clementines. I wonder when they will become ripe, because they're growing. The tree looks happy. Here's the other hibiscus, happy, this one, although it's got aphids on the flowers. This one looked very brown when I got here, so I opened the valve and got it some more water, and that's greening up again. And this one looks happy. I'm guessing that's works in arid conditions. One of the things that I'm having to do every day is pull up the bamboo. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that, because it grows through the barrier paper. So I've got the root, and that one's gone now. Then there's this one. That one hasn't quite got the root, but the root is below the barrier paper. Well, something else. When I got here and I went down to the basement, around the hot water tank, as you can see, there was a centimetre of water, and I called the man who put the hot water tank in, and he came, and we could find no reason that that water was there. So he and I agreed that I would check on it over a couple of days and see what happened. And then the next day I went down there and I looked, and it seemed to be getting better, but then I saw that along the grouting from the pool pump there was a trickle. And then I found the culprit. Our poor man had cleaned out the filter, and when he tightened the lid down on the filter, it wasn't quite tight enough, and it dribbled, and that's what caused the problem. And so I've contacted the poor man. He came round, we looked at it together, he tightened it up as much as he could, and now it's not leaking. So that is one story where we had a problem and it got fixed, and it got fixed fairly quickly, so that's great. What isn't so great is the builder came at the last minute, because I said they had to come and they had to fix it by the end of June, otherwise I'd go and find someone else and use the money to pay them. And so what they've done, they've started the job by the end of June, so I can't go elsewhere and pay someone. But of course, if they don't do anything more for another couple of months, then I'll have no option but to go somewhere else. The engineer told me that we would have it fixed by the end of this week. Well, this is my last day, going back to the UK now, and actually no, I can't pay them now. I can't pay them until we come next time, even if they do it. If they don't do it by the time we come next time, I'm definitely getting someone else to fix it, because this is really not professional, and I'm at the end of my tether on this. Well, such is the joys, or such are the joys of having a place abroad that you need work done on. But we'll get there, I'm sure. And I won't see you for another couple of months because I'm not out here. But next time I'm out here, I'm sure I'll have plenty more to talk about. And I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you have, as is, and please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Bye.